Hey guys, good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you guys doing? Okay, so this is just a quick impromptu video about sea moss. I have watched so many videos online on YouTube, and so many people are confused about what real sea moss is and what it should look like, okay? So I'm going to try and clear this up today. Now, for those of you guys who know who I am, you guys watch my channel, you know me. Um, you guys know that I am from the Caribbean, born and raised in Jamaica, right? And my dad was a fisherman, and so sea moss is something that I grew up on, okay? I've been using sea moss since I was a child. I've been consuming sea moss, okay? So I'm going to explain to you guys again, just in case I may have missed some things out of the first few videos that I did. I'm going to just explain to you again. So sorry if I'm talking too fast, guys. My phone doesn't work very well, and sometimes it just shuts off in the middle of recording. So I'm going to try and do this as fast as I possibly can. Okay, so as you guys may know or may not know, sea moss comes in a variation of different colors, okay? There isn't just one color of sea moss. Sea moss comes in different colors. As you can see in front of me here, I have one species of moss there. We have the purple moss, and then we have the brown moss, right? Now, my sister, she's in Jamaica. Her name is Keisha. She's in Jamaica. She lives there, and she sells the sea moss, all right? And a lot of people have been asking me, how can I reach out to your sister? How can I get the sea moss? Okay, I'm going to give her website again. Her website is jamaicaseamoss.com. That's it. She tried to make try to make it simple. So it's simply jamaicaseamoss.com. 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 That is her website, okay? So now we're going to get into just showing you guys what real sea moss should be. When you order your moss online, right? Your moss should be completely dried. Okay, when you're shipping, when the moss is being shipped, we cannot ship the moss when it's wet, okay? Because you can't ship anything wet through any of the post office or FedEx or any of those things. That's against the federal whatever they call it, okay? So you can't ship anything wet, so it has to be dried, all right? So when she gets the moss, she gets it and so let me just say this. My sister gets the moss from the local fishermen in Jamaica. She has a lot of relationships with the local fishermen there. And so that's where she gets her moss. She goes and she, goes when they come out of the ocean right there at the fishing dock, or at the what we call the beach, right? But it's not the regular beach, like, like where people go to swim. But anyway, that's where all the fishing boats are. And she goes there, and she knows a lot of the local fishermen there, and so that's where she gets her sea moss from. And she takes it home, and she dry it. Okay, she cannot ship it wet. All right. And sometimes the fishermen would take it and they would dry it, and then they would call her, and she would go and pick it up from them. Okay, so this is just some of the moss that she sells, all right? And let me just show you guys something here. So this is like a big box of moss that my sister sent to me. This right here is like 5 pounds of moss, all right? That's like 5 pounds of moss. And so that's where I get my moss from. My sister ship it to me all the time. And so take a look at this. See? Whoops. This is dry. This is completely dry. And what I want you guys to pay attention to is, you hear that? When you buy your moss online, if it doesn't have that texture, you see, if you can't hear that, you hear that sound? It's so dry, it's crispy, right? That's what natural sea moss is. When you dry it, that's what it sounds like. This is slightly softer. The purple one is a little bit softer, all right? And so, when you're buying your moss, if you get your moss in the mail and it has a lot of moisture in it, it has like water in it and a lot of salt in it, it's not good. That's not good. Let me explain something again to you guys. There's a lot of moss on the market, and those are Chinese moss, okay? And what they do is that they cultivate their moss. It's not wild moss. They cultivate it. And so when they cultivate it, Number one, it doesn't have all of that natural nutrients from the ocean. And number two, they bleach it and then they put table salt on it, okay? And that's not good because you need the natural sea salt on your moss to help you with, for those of you who are suffering from thyroid problem. The natural iodine and the natural selenium from sea moss helps with thyroid problems. It's going to help you with the thyroid gland for those of you who are suffering from thyroid problem, okay? So if you're getting your sea moss from the Chinese and it's very cheap, you're paying like $10 a pound, oh no. Oh no, that's not good. And if when you get your sea moss and it's like wet or moist and it has like moisture in it and like a lot of salt, you pick it up and there's like salt everywhere, yeah, you might not want to use that at all because that's not real sea moss, okay? Take it from someone who was born and raised right there in the Caribbean. You guys can just go to my channel. My channel is Sisters of the Maccabees. You can just click on that and you'll see I have tons of videos there, okay? Born and raised in the Caribbean, I know about sea moss, and I can tell you that the sea moss that are being sold on the market, a lot of it is fake Chinese moss. So because I saw so many videos online of people confused about what real sea moss should look like, I just wanted to show you guys what real sea moss look like. So when it comes out of the ocean and it's dried, it's supposed to be hard, like, right? Not soft and filled with water or moisture. It's supposed to be just 100% dried. See, there's no water on this. Just 100% dried. Okay, now I want to show you guys something else. One second. Now this is some of the purple moss that I was soaking. I soaked this overnight. So this is what your moss look like after you soak it, right? After you put it in some water and you soak it, it's going to come alive again. Look at that. You see that? This looks exactly what it looks like when it was in the ocean, right? Once you add water to your moss, it's going to come alive again. And it's going to look exactly what it looks like in the ocean. So this is what your moss look like when it's in the ocean. I kid you not. That's exactly what it looks like before they take it out of the ocean. So this is it right here. This is what it's going to look like, all right? And like I said, if you get your moss with a whole bunch of salt on it, like a whole lot of salt just dripping off of it, and there's like some moisture, water just dripping, that's not good. That's not good. Your sea moss, once again, should be completely dried, okay? And once you put it in some water, this is what it's going to look like, okay? Should have some moisture, you know, it should looks like it's just gonna come alive again. See, this is fresh. My sister literally just sent this to me. I just picked this up in the mail a couple of days ago, and so this came all the way from Jamaica, and so this is it right here. When I was there with her, I was in Jamaica in May of this year, and she and I harvested some sea moss from the ocean, and a lot of it was purple too. So yeah. So this is, like I said, this is what your moss should look like, guys, all right? When you buy your moss on Amazon or wherever you're buying your moss from, it's supposed to be 100% dried and like almost like crispy, okay? That's it. It shouldn't be wet. It shouldn't have any moisture on it, all right? So I hope I was able to clear that up with for those people who are confused about what their moss should look like. That's what your moss should look like, okay? That's what it should look like right there. Should be dried. When you're getting it in the mail, it should be 100% dried. If it's not dried, you are not getting the right moss, okay? And when you put it in some water, that's it. So now, the purple moss and the other colors, it really doesn't matter. They all have the same medicinal properties, whether it's purple or brown or whatever. As you can see, sea moss comes in different colors, all right? And they all have the same medicinal property. They all have the same medicinal benefit, okay? So one is not better than the other, all right? There we go. Just different species and different colors. All right, so again, my sister's website is JamaicaSeaMoss.com. untitled.com. And I'm going to put the link to her website underneath this video. For those of you who, a lot of people keep asking me, how can I reach out to your sister? Can we get some sea moss from her? She's all the way in Jamaica, and you know, it's the phone bill in Jamaica, you know, just calling people in America, it's expensive, okay? So she cannot call you guys. I'm sorry. So you're going to have to reach out to her either on her Facebook page, or I think she's on Instagram, and or you can reach out to her through her website here, which I'm going to give you guys again one more time. It's JamaicaSeaMoss.com, JamaicaSeaMoss.com. That's her website. You can reach her there. I think sometimes she may have given her phone number. You can reach her through WhatsApp, or you can find her on her Facebook page. All right, but yeah, she can't call you guys. I'm sorry. It's expensive to call from Jamaica to the United States, okay? All right, guys, love you guys. I will see you guys later. Bye bye.